Hey, good afternoon. It's Ben with Broad Shoulders Farm, and it's New Year's Eve. And I'm out collecting eggs today in the Mediterranean and Pacific Rim flocks. And let me show you who I found. So I'm gathering eggs, and I look up here and I say, that bird looks a little different. And then I realize it's Ciao, Italian Ciao, C-I-A-O, as opposed to Chinese Ciao, who lives elsewhere. But this Ciao has been separated from this flock for 2 months at least, maybe 3 months, and he's been living with some other guys way up there on the other side of the shed, and that's because he was in here with these birds, the Pacific Rim and Mediterranean flock, and that's where he belongs in my system. But he was getting beat up pretty badly, which I've noticed happens a lot with Langshans. Ciao is a blue Langshan from a private breeder. He's a beautiful bird. That breeder does amazing work with beautiful birds, but the Langshans are so gentle that they routinely get picked on. And his tail feathers had never quite come out, and he was being mounted by the other roosters as if he were a hen. And one of the roosters beating him up was Vito there, who's one of our buttercup roosters. Pepe, who's our blue Andalusian rooster, was also wailing away on Ciao. And then somewhere in here is Salvatore, who is our second buttercup rooster, Sicilian buttercup. He's in here somewhere, but anyhow, they were just beating the snot out of poor Ciao. So I took him out for a little while, I put him back in, they beat him up again, so I finally took him out for a while. And now you can see Pepe has just discovered him. But I'm going to let him try and reintegrate in here. I'm actually kind of moved by the fact that he found his way back over here. When he left this flock, they were down past that mulberry tree, past an apple tree, and past 2 more apple trees. He was, I don't know, maybe 100 yards away. And no, that's too far. But anyhow, 50 yards away. But anyhow, then he spent his time over there for months. And I've only recently been opening the gate to allow a lot of the birds that live in there for different reasons to kind of come out in free range a little bit. But he came through that gate, came over here, found his flock, which is this one. Obviously saw birds he recognized. Managed to get up over the fence, which is impressive because they're a very heavy breed. And then here it is. I'm collecting eggs late in the day, and he's hunkered down up there. So I'm gonna run with this. He did all that work to get over here. Far be it from me to do anything to try and interfere with that. I'm actually really moved by his effort. I think it's pretty great. So anyhow, there is. Sorry, I was watching another bird here. But anyhow, hey guy. We got 2 beautiful black Americana roosters. But anyhow, hi Blow Up. That's you? My baby. Good to see you. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm really moved that he found his way over here. I'm touched by that. I think that's great. So I am not going to relocate him. We'll see how well he does reintegrating with these guys. Either Salvador or Vito, one of those Sicilian buttercups is going to move out of here anyhow. As well as, and you guys don't know this, but one of these 2 Americana roosters is going to come out. Probably this guy with the less well-developed tail. And they'll go live in the bachelor flock. We don't cull any of our birds. Well, we cull, but we curate. We don't cull. Cull, I think, would imply that we're going to process them. We don't. All our birds, even our roosters, are guaranteed lifetime employment here. Wow, Vito, that's impressive. But anyhow, those 2 guys are going to come out, so that'll be fewer roosters in competition here for Ciao to deal with, and hopefully that'll make things go a little easier for him. All right. Anyhow, just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was really cool. Hey guys. There's Bleep, blue Australorp. There's Charlie. She's an Ancona, super chatty. There's one of our Penidicincas, Penny. There's 11. She's an olive egger. Who else is up here? There's Mrs. Peacock. There's our Sicilian buttercup hen, or pullet, I guess at this point. There's one of our blue Andalusian hens. There's our, it's either a Minorca or a buff leghorn. Maybe a Minorca, just because of the way the home is going. But anyhow, all right, I'm gonna continue collecting eggs. I've got to go now to the English breeds flock, the English and American breeds, and harvest those eggs. Hope you have a fantastic and happy New Year.